I'm Dawn Scott,
And I'm Felix Scott.
and we're here to give a recommendation, a high recommendation for the Infinity Development Center. Well, I guess first what we can say is that we are just very thankful for the equipping, the training. My husband and I, we went through the premarital program. We've been married for like 15 years
15
now. And we started under Tanya and Ricky Moore, and we went through various training sessions. For example, we had a communication course, we had
Yes.
course on budgeting, intimacy,
Life after empty nesters.
mhm, just a wealth of different training sessions. And I can tell you that this program has just changed our life. It has provided a firm foundation. We both come from broken homes, and as a result, we really just didn't have anyone to model after. We didn't know what it meant to have a godly marriage and to be, a godly wife, a godly husband. And to have this program where Tanya and Ricky, first of all, developed an outstanding curriculum that was very thorough, that was embedded with the Word of God throughout, was just very life-changing.
Yes, and like some of the things that I can remember personally, so that was very impactful, is that not only did we join the course, it felt like we joined a family. One of the things that I can say about Tanya Moore and Ricky Moore is that they're two people that are definitely passionate, about the family component, and I think it goes a little bit even deeper than that, just holistic, I remember the breakaway sessions that they did where, there was one-on-one with the men, and there was one-on-one with the women. And they really got deep down and dirty and deep down into the crevices, of issues. And not only did they have the skill to draw those issues out, but they created an atmosphere that was definitely inviting to just kind of expose, and to communicate some of the things that wasn't sound in marriage and in finances. And the communication piece, definitely, I would never forget about the love language that they taught about, just how to make sure that we're paying attention to each other and that we understand not only our verbal but our non-verbal communication, which I thought was a big component of enrichment, coming from the standpoint of the education piece, to understand how we are communicating non-verbal and verbal.
And then not only that, the finances part.
Yes, yes.
Because we started like from ground zero, and so they really helped us to understand that we're bringing our money together. How
Yes.
to budget. How to just make sure that you're spending your money wisely and being a good steward. So those are some of the things that I remember as far as the budgeting class.
Yes. And then not only, did we get the information and saw the firsthand demonstration in Tanya and Ricky's life, but they coupled the spiritual component. The praying together, man. There was a lot of intercession that was going on in the midst of the training that definitely brought about a holistic healing for those who have come from broken homes, and bringing a whole lot of other ideas, so what we think that a marriage should be like, or the role of the man and the role of the woman. They really corrected a few things, perspectives that was definitely shaky, and we appreciate not only the teaching, but creating a community where we can grow, with all of the activities that they added to the whole enrichment experience.
So it's really that fellowship part. So, not only were we receiving the word, but we also were able to fellowship with like-minded men and women,
Yes.
you know, who also encouraged you and built you up. And
Mhm.
so, as my husband mentioned, it was really a family.
Yeah.
And then as far as our marriage, you know, when we're ready to have children, you know, the Moores, you know, they have adult children now, and they were
Mhm.
able to, you know, give us advice as the family as a whole. And so when it was time for us to have children, we already, you know, were able to prepare and, you know,
Yes.
able to impart into our children from day one, because we realized that, you know, we were given such an incredible gift. So it doesn't just touch families, it
Mhm.
touches, or just marriages, it touches families, you know, it touches, you know, you in your workplace, you know, just being a, you know, a good steward as far as that and within the job that God has given you.
Right.
It just touched so many different pieces, so many different aspects, and that's what you want. You don't want to just receive counsel in one area. And that's the great thing about Tanya and Ricky, because when they develop their curriculum, they make sure to hit every aspect of life.
Yeah, total perspective, you know, and like you're saying, I can't say a whole lot. I can't say enough about Tanya and Ricky. You know, we call them, you know, masters of creating atmospheres, and we definitely believe that, you know, if you're growing families, then you have to have the capacity or the capability to create an atmosphere that is actually conducive for the product, the overall product. And that's one of the things that Tanya and Ricky Moore brings to the table. They bring that atmosphere, that experience that gets you open, that gets down into the root issue, get down in the trenches with you, and making you feel comfortable,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, to embrace growth. And there's nothing wrong with not knowing everything, you know, because even a part of the overall atmosphere with the other marriage couples, you know, which was ranging from young to mid to older. So we had the firsthand experience to see 3 different generations of dynamics, you know, as Tanya and Ricky was counseling. It was just a blessing to us, you know, to see, you know, I think we were one of the younger couples.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're one of the younger
Always
couples.
the youngest.
And, you know, we're looking at, you know, some of the, you know, not only how they're ingraining and instilling in our lives, but, you know, the generation before, and then we also had, there were also generations that was like, what, 60-something, so they was able to touch different age groups. And we got blessed by being the younger couple to see the ministry as it flourished in those other 2 dimensions of age groups.
And, you know, another thing too is just, you know, with the Moores, it's not just an occupation or something that they're just doing. You know that they are in this till the end. I mean, literally on our wedding day, you know, they were there. They made sure everything was set up. I remember Tanya coming in. I was, you know, in a chair almost similar to this, getting my makeup done, and she came in and she just prayed one of the most heartfelt prayers, and it's just like time just stood still, and I'm just crying, and the lady's trying to put on my makeup. But that's what you get. You get someone who loves, you know, compassion, who is, you know, constantly imparting. It doesn't stop. And so you know when it's, you know, fake and somebody's just going through the motions, but then when people who are like, no, we're gonna walk you through this. You know, we're in this together, and you just can't reduplicate. You can't fake that.
Yeah, and just like you said, to kind of sum it up, you know, I look at them in their ministry, dealing with the family. It's like baking a cake. You know, there's so many different components and ingredients that is needed, and temperature, making sure that the temperature is right, and that is one of the things that they bring to the table. But to have a good cake, you definitely have to have somebody who's passionate about cooking, and we can say that Tanya Moore, them are passionate about producing a product, you know what I'm saying, for the family that is holistic and that is very sound. And we are honored, you know what I'm saying, to even give a presentation on their behalf, because it has definitely made things sweeter in our lives.
Yes, absolutely. So we highly recommend the Infinite Development Training Center, and we know that you're gonna be blessed from it, as we are being as blessed from it as
Oh,
well.
yes.